and I'm smoking on platinum. Got my eye on the prize so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back.
Yo, what it do? It's your boys Juice and Lou. We back here with another episode for y'all. Last night was the end of the first round of the NFL draft. Most definitely entertaining draft. A lot of trades, a lot of moves, a lot of steals. So we're gonna go ahead. We're
Yep.
gonna get into it. Gonna get into our wins of last night, our losses of last night, and the biggest steals of last night. So, J. Lou, without further ado, go ahead. Let's get us started.
Like you said, talk about winners and losers, as well as steals from this draft. There was a lot of trades that happened in the first round as well for this draft, and there was a lot of interesting decisions. I mean, for me, the biggest winner gotta be gotta be the Bears. Gotta be the Bears moving up and drafting Justin Fields at 11 and being able to get their quarterback of the future instead of having Andy Dalton start. They now have Justin Fields, who's seemed fired up about getting drafted there because he feels like he has something to prove, being the people said he has like the second highest potential out of the quarterbacks. And he was the fourth quarterback to go in the first round out of the five that went. So I thought that pick was very interesting and intriguing how the Bears were able to move up. And I give props to them because, Justin Fields was a very good college player. So I think that team, probably the biggest winner. Now, the biggest loser for me in this draft, in the first round at least, gotta be the I'd probably say the Cowboys. But then again, Cowboys got Michael Parsons as well. But I know they wanted Patrick Surtain out of Alabama, the cornerback, because of just their secondary needs. But getting Micah Parsons isn't that bad of a drop off. People were saying at the time that he could be the best defensive player in the draft, Micah Parsons. People still think that, honestly. But, getting Micah Parsons instead of Patrick Surtain kind of messed up their draft board, as well as the Giants, who is actually my second biggest loser because they missed out on Devontae Smith, who they wanted. And they moved back and they got another wideout, Kadarius Toney, who's not that bad, I've been hearing. But he's not no Devontae Smith Heisman winner, of course. So with the Cowboys taking a linebacker, yeah, it's a positional need, and probably he may be the best defensive player of the draft. But I know they wanted Patrick Surtain really bad. So I think they're a loser in that way. And then, like I said, for the Giants, they lost out Devontae Smith, and they still drafted a wideout, but I don't think he'll be as good as Devontae Smith, of course. And biggest steal, I mean, gotta go with the Patriots getting Mac Jones without moving up or down. Bill Belichick gets his quarterback for the future. People calling him the Brady replacer. I think it's a steal draft too, like the other analysts say. Like I said, Bill Belichick didn't have to move up or down to get Mac Jones, who they really wanted, honestly, because of the play style. They reminded him of Brady. So I think Mac Jones going at 15 was the biggest steal. I thought he was going to go third in my mock draft, but the Niners went with Trey Lance, of course, which really kicked things off. So that's where I'm at with this draft. It was a really good draft, though. I like the first round. Also, another thing that could have been like a key pick is the Titans getting Caleb Farley so early. People because of the back injury. That's who I thought would be the best cornerback out this draft. So the Titans could possibly have gotten a steal at the 22nd pick. because their secondary is lacking now without Adoree Jackson on the team. He went to the Giants. But overall, I think this draft is going really good right now. I don't really have much to complain about. And the second round actually starts right now and it's going on. So that's where I'm at. My first round takes.
I like that. I like that. Now, here's what I got. I got 3 winners. I got 2.5 losers. I got 3 steals. Now, my winners, 49ers. I thought they was going Mac Jones. I was hoping they didn't go Mac Jones, but I'm glad that they went. I'm glad they went Trey Lance, because Trey Lance that was the right guy in my opinion. I didn't think Mac Jones was going to do well in that system. I think a more elusive quarterback with the 49ers, I think that's the better pick. My Ravens, also a W.
Jesus Christ.
We got Bateman fell to us and away. Probably the most athletic dude in the draft. Man, on defense especially. Oh my goodness, that's just adding more fuel to the fire. My last pick is the Chargers. I got the Chargers taking a major W, drafting Rashawn Slater. You already went and got Justin Herbert, a couple more linemen, then you go and get him Slater out the draft. This Chargers team gonna be it. Get some key pieces on defense in this draft for the rest of the draft. This team gonna be like that. This team is definitely coming in the AFC for sure. Now, my L's. Gotta start Bengals. Bengals, Jamar Chase isn't a terrible pick. He's a great pick, but you need to protect him in order for Chase to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only reason Burrow got hurt, because he's not protected. The line is terrible. You passed up on Penei Sewell. That's tough. All right, Bengals, you got to do better. I understand, LSU to LSU, quarterback to wide receiver. They got a connection, all that stuff. But one, it's the NFL. Well, actually, no, that's it. It's the NFL. You have fun in college, but O-line matters. O-line matters. So, yeah. My next loss is the Giants. The Giants, they did real. I'm not mad at the pick, because he's a good receiver. He's real good. But that's not what the Giants needed. They already got Galladay. They got John Ross. They got Sterling Shepard. They got Darius Slayton. That's 4 already. You're adding 5. I would much rather work on the offensive line to protect returning from injury Saquon. I would much rather work on the line than draft a 5th receiver who we don't even know is going to even get. He's going to get playing time, but out of 5 receivers, that's just not. I don't think that's going to work. And my half are the Jags. My half L is the Jags. You got Trevor Lawrence, great. Their second pick. Why? Who they got? They got Trevor Lawrence's teammate, Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
What's the purpose?
Making him happy.
Pick? What's the purpose in that pick?
Make Trevor Lawrence happy.
You got James Robinson.
Yeah, he's a power back. Travis can do it all.
That was a waste of a pick. He probably could have. You probably could have got him with the first pick in the second round. Y'all, if they're the first pick in the second round, right? You could have got him with the first pick then. Nobody was going to touch him.
Yeah.
Because none of the teams after him needed a running back. You got Nick
Buffalo.
Chubb. Buffalo wasn't taking a running back. If they knew better, they wasn't taking a running back. All these teams after them, all the teams after them did not need a running back. Desperately. They could have waited. They passed up.
Bucks were looking running back. And
they passed up on Newsome and Oweh for a running back.
They didn't need Oweh necessarily.
I don't know. With the
Because they
athletic
got Josh
nature,
Allen.
with the athletic, he could have moved them somewhere. As athletic as he is, he could have moved somewhere on that
Josh
line.
Allen?
No, away.
Oh, I'm about to
Yeah,
say.
but yeah.
Their
I, that,
linebackers
that
are fine. Joe Schobert, Miles Jack, the other one, but they're not bad. Their linebackers are pretty fine. It's really their secondary. Like Greg Newsome, I agree. They probably could have got Greg Newsome, but they just drafted a corner. Like I was telling you before the draft. Well, before we started this, they just drafted
yeah,
a corner, and
yeah.
he's started to be the most athletic corner in the draft. He just doesn't have the same playmaking abilities as the other corners. But I agree. I mean, Greg Newsome, they could have got him too. That would have not been a bad pickup. But I think this pick was more to make Trevor happy, in
He
my
could have been
opinion.
happy with the first pick in the
And
second.
you can't really be a loser at all if you get the number one pick and draft Trevor Lawrence.
Nah, they're a half a loser just with that pick alone. First pick is fine, perfectly fine, but that second pick was awful. It was awful. Steals. My first steal was the Eagles moving up to draft Devontae. That's one of my biggest steals. I thought Devontae was just gonna fall to him, but then I'm hearing talks about the Giants once again, and Giants and the Cowboys. I don't know why, but none of them need receivers, and so I guess they. No, wait, no. Yeah. I was hearing about the Cowboys. They wanted Devontae Smith too. I'm like, no. But so they moved up for Devontae, and then so that was probably the biggest need for them. That was the number one need for them for sure. My second steal is the Lions. Now they're not. The team probably isn't ready, but drafting Panay set them up for the future. Right now, they're not in win now mode, but they're setting up for the future with that pick. Panay Sewell was the best pick that they've had in a long time. That was
Think
the best
so?
pick they've had. Oh yeah, for sure. I think that was the best. That was the most. That
Just
was a
lost Kenny
steal.
Galladay.
Lost Kenny
Didn't get a
Dowd, yeah.
wideout for Jared Goff. Jared Goff
But
is young. He's only 24.
every team after 3 could have got Panay. Needed Panay, probably.
You said after 4?
After 3. No.
Oh.
Yeah, after 3. Every team after 3 could have got Panay. The Falcons, Bengals, and Dolphins all could have got Panay. It would have been
the
real
Falcons
helpful to
wasn't
that
getting a
team.
line.
It would
The
have been
Bengals, like
real
I
helpful.
said, I thought they should have got him.
For sure. They could have got him. So if
Jalen Waddle has high potential.
yeah.
I think he's the fastest receiver in the draft. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, I said, he has high potential.
So the fact that Panay fell to them, that was a steal alone. The last one was the Bears, of course, obviously. They traded up for Justin Fields. Justin Fields was as happy as he could be. I'm just happy that he went before Mac Jones because they kept on showing side by sides of Justin Fields and Mac Jones. Who's gonna go drafted first? This, and that. Listen, I'm just happy that the Bears did what they did because this is probably the best pick for them in a long time as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
So Justin Fields, they're set up for the future. The Bears defense is still all right. You got Mooney from last year. You still got Allen Robinson, Andy Dalton, Bears. Please move him to second string. Please don't do nothing crazy and try to start him for the first couple of games to see how he does. No, you drafted Justin Fields to start him. This be solid. This team is definitely going to be solid. Yeah, that's it. That's all
I honestly wouldn't be surprised they don't start him. just because they want to see how the team would do with Andy Dalton for at least 2 games, because their O-line is not the best still. And I mean, they got a good running game. David Montgomery, I mean, last year when he was playing, after he got hurt, they won like 4 out of the last 5 games. So they got him at running back. Like you said, they got Allen Robinson this year. They got franchise tagged him. And they got a solid defense. Actually, there's one thing I didn't know, that Kyle Fuller left to the Broncos.
Yes.
And so now the Broncos on defense have Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan, AJ Bouye, and Patrick Surtain in the secondary, with Justin Simmons as safety.
Von Miller and Bradley Chubb are still down there.
Yeah.
And
So the Broncos defense looking set.
And they're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Aaron,
I did hear
They're
that.
talking about Aaron Rodgers. So, contender? Hey, that's tough. That's a story for another time, though. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Make sure you guys go and watch tonight's draft. We may recap on it. I don't know. Possibly going to see how it goes. We're definitely going to talk Aaron Rodgers. Definitely going to talk Aaron Rodgers, because literally after the last episode that we did, like literally right after that, we got the news about Aaron Rodgers. We were just like, whoa, wow. Like this came out of nowhere. But we're definitely going to have that for you guys next time. But until then, it's your boys, Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace. Yo, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you know when we post next. All right, peace.